Morning. This is entry 2 for September the 8th, 2014. Before I go into detail about the topic that I want to discuss right now, allow me to tell you one disclaimer, and let me get up close so you all can understand what I'm saying. I'm in front of my air conditioner right now, so forgive me. If you feel offended by anything that I've said on one of my video blog entries, or if you feel like you can identify with what I'm talking about, and you see the malfunction in your own lives, get over it. I'm not apologizing for what I talk about. If you feel that I'm talking about something that relates to you, change it in your lives. Real talk. Today, at this moment, you know what inspires me? The topic of playing house. And you know what? We're going to turn this air conditioner off because my nose is starting to burn a craziness. And I don't feel like yelling this topic today. Playing house. For those of you who don't know what playing house is, I created a definition for the sake of this video blog entry. Playing house is the concept of maintaining an unhealthy relationship in your life for the sake of its convenience. People often maintain these relationships because they're unwilling to do the hard work of feeling or addressing the dysfunction in their lives. And I've had various examples of which are terrible, terrible examples of playing house, but let's face it, they are what they are. For example, I have one friend, I don't think we're actually friends anymore, so I can talk about this openly with you all. She told me one time over the phone that she was dealing with a man in her life that basically is toxic for her, and stated when she moved away from his home or when she moved away from him and moved away from all of the madness that went with him, that was it. She was done with him. But weeks later, she told me, actually months later, she told me, oh, well, he comes to babysit the kids because I needed childcare. So essentially, he established an opportunity to play house with her because of a need that she had. And to me, that means one thing. Are we too unwilling to address the problems in our lives that anytime a convenient solution comes up that we allow a toxic person to come back into our lives? That's indicative of playing house. Second thing, y'all remember me talking about a young man that I once cared for named Kenny? Kenny is often found himself playing house with his current partner. Now, I don't know how he and his partner manage their life or relationship, but I do know this. It's caused him, the playing house concept has made him so unhappy that he has to arrange his booty calls and his jump offs to make sure that he's able to maintain his status of playing house. I also know another person whom is in an unhealthy relationship with someone significantly older than they are. And unfortunately, because they're not able to finally be man enough to say, you know what, I don't think we need to be together anymore, they're basically playing house until the next best thing comes along. Are we as humans in need of such intimacy or comfort in our lives that we need to set up an arrangement with someone that requires us to basically say, fuck my real happiness and fuck what I really want out of life? This person is here and I have this need that they can fulfill for me. So we're just going to set up an arrangement so that we can get both of our needs taken care of despite how we truly feel about ourselves. I guess in my own sick, twisted mind, I feel like, you know what? I'd rather be alone and happier versus unhappy in a situation where someone is taking up space in my life. And even though they may be helping me find a short-term solution to a need that I may have, they're causing me more harm than good. Now, I don't want to judge people who play house, but at the same time, I wonder, where is the void in your life that you need to actually bring in another person to add to the chaos to your life just because they say they can add a solution to what you consider a problem? Or are we just too afraid to address the problem itself? Or are we just that lonely as humans that we can't process the feeling that we're feeling and heal from it? Now, I want to believe that we as humans have the ability to do the hard work of processing that problem, addressing that problem, and moving on from that problem with closure and becoming stronger at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I see too many people doing the easy work and defaulting to some concept that they find to be useful in their lives. Well, you know what? Maybe that makes me one in a million, and maybe that makes me blessed enough to be that one in a million person, because honestly, I don't see me subjecting myself to such an arrangement. It doesn't work for me. But for those playing house and playing husband or playing wife or playing whatever role you wish to play, what joy do you get out of that kind of a relationship if you know for a fact that you just look at this motherfucker and be like, I can't stand him, but because he raises the kids and babysits the kids while I'm at work or while I'm grinding, I have to put up with him. Or he brings me the certain kind of status that I look for in my life, and because he brings that status that I want as a partner in his life or as a married person in his life, I deal with him. Do you not love yourself enough to get rid of that shit? I'm sorry. I just don't see me as a person wanting to do something that is so vain and so superficial that I need to keep a person in my life that brings me nothing but pain and emotional instability. If you all have a problem with, if you all can help me understand this better, then comment on this. My name is Damian Carter on YouTube, Damian Pierre Carter on Facebook, and Supermodel Swagger on Instagram. If you feel that I'm saying something wrong, or if I'm missing something in the concept of playing house, where someone is with someone for the sake of personal growth and gain, but without the actual emotional attachment to that person, you look me up and let me know. That's the real talk again for today. Be fierce, be fabulous, and be inspired. And for those of you who I don't chase away, I'll catch you on the catwalk. Love you.